my loves, and welcome back to my Anastasia Finance YouTube channel. Today we are diving right back into the basics of finance with chapter 2.2 from my Financial Freedom Fundamentals, Savings and Wealth Building Formulas. In this video, we are going over habit 3 from the 10 financial health habits. And without further ado, let's get into it. Financial Freedom Fundamentals, Savings and Wealth Building Formulas. Chapter 2.2, 10 Financial Health Habits Formula. Habit 3. Live far below your means. Spend less than you earn and earn more than you spend. Control your cost of living by living far below your means, not just within your means. There is a quote that goes, "Never risk what you have and need for what you don't have and don't need." I want to add that this is even more important when you are feeling envious, jealous, FOMO, fear of missing out, etc. Do not fall into the trap of lifestyle creep, which is raising your expenses as your income rises. How to avoid doing lifestyle creep is by listing your expenses as soon as possible, especially prior to your income rising, and keep it as close to that number of cost of living prior to your income rising, and revisit it every month in order to keep you centered on where you started. Don't fall into the trap of trying to keep up with the Joneses. Don't financially overextend yourself. Overspending in order to be trendy and look wealthy is really just you digging your own financial grave of debt and vulnerability to risk in disguise. You are putting yourself in a more vulnerable and a risky position. It's not something that is wise. Finances is about managing risk. You must remind yourself to see through the disguise and see the reality of poor choices for what it is. Remember that the seeds you plant today will become the delicious fruits of your labor when harvest season arrives. Overextending yourself financially is going to have consequences in the way when a muscle is overused and overextended. What the muscle does is it spasms and constricts in order to protect itself from being further overused and overextended. It's extremely painful. It's the same with finances. Eventually that spasm will come when you will be in a lot of pain because you overextended yourself financially, so you must stop before it's too late. If your only way out is to ease yourself out or wean yourself off, do it. A wise man once said, "What each of us call our necessary expenses will always grow to equal our income unless we protest to the contrary." In other words, don't confuse your necessary expenses with your desires. How to make crystal clear what are necessary expenses versus what are desired expenses is by having that list of your necessary expenses versus desired expenses and checking all your expenses once a month to hold yourself accountable. These are habits of being a more financially responsible person who protests to the contrary of lifestyle creep, and budget so your necessary expenses and some of your desired expenses fit into the percentage split of your disposable income spending while saving at least 10% of your income. I will get into this later on in this course. Before I head out, I have to remind you to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Click the bell notification button, turn on all notifications for my YouTube channel, and turn on all notifications on your YouTube app so you do not miss my future videos. I'm so proud of you for taking care of your future financial self through watching these videos, and I will see you on my next video next week. Have a wonderful day!